That was a long introduction. I stayed quiet for a long time. So, chapter 25. This version only appears to you if your fighter, mercenary, and myrmidon levels are higher than your troubadour, troubadour, mage, cleric, and monk levels. You'll end up fighting this version of the chapter. Trying one version or the other, they're both equal and tough, so... whatever. Okay, let's see. Since I didn't record the other one, I'll have to explain the other version. Okay, version 1 of Pale Flower of Darkness, chapter 25. It's complete opposite to the one that I chose. And your objective in that one's to seize the throne. In this video, you'll be seeing me as the objective is to defeat all enemy units. But this is the first. I think this is the first chapter where they introduce upper class units being like now mooks now. As you can see, Lyn just attacked a warrior. Something stronger form of a fighter. And if you use them right, they hit hard. But since Lyn has speed and skill as a swords fighter, I'm sure she'll be fine. Anyway, in the first version where you have to seize the throne, you need a thief, berserker, fighter, and shaman. Now here are some similarities between the two as far as I know. Both versions have snow. So when it's a blizzard outside in the stage, your best bet is, when it's snowing outside like that, it's gonna slow down your character's movements. So when your character's movements are slowing down, that's because the snow's slowing it down. You can't see in the blizzard actually. When the snow lightens up, then you can move around all you want. I think Lyn's gonna be my first lord I change class. Okay, now in version 1, the one I didn't go through, the boss is a bishop known as Kenneth. High level magic users can destroy. And here's Lyn in her new form. What is this form called? Blade Lord. And yet she can use bows. I think there was a translation error. Because a Blade Lord will technically the name of it makes her sound like she only uses blades. Seeing as she uses a bow, Careful in this chapter when you're down there at the start. When there's like no room to move, you're gonna be bottlenecked at the bottom. So be careful and beware what your surroundings are in this area. Now with Lyn being a Blade Lord and all, I shall explain her Lord updates after using a Heaven Sealer. Okay. She's allowed to use bows. HP went up by 3, attack by 2, skill by 2. Her speed should have been maxed at the point, so it didn't need to be updated. Defense was +3, resistance +5, movement +1, and constitution 2. She's pretty fast and pretty strong. But of all the lords, she's actually very skilled. But in the final chapter, when you use her special weapon for the final boss, if she isn't a level 20 Blade Lord at that point, you have no chance. Because I'll explain it when I get to the end. It's really messed up. Her blade hardly does any damage. Okay, back to this chapter. Now in this chapter, on the video screen, you're seeing a lot of chaos as the snow slowed me down earlier, like a few turns before this. And then it got really easy now that the snowstorm stopped. Okay, so... So, let's see now. So this one you have to move kinda fast before the end of turn 9. At the end of turn 9 you get a special character at the end. Okay, let's see now. In this chapter you need a thief, archer, knight, and troubadour. Well, this version of the chapter anyway. All these boxed in areas that you see have hidden enemies. So if you haven't seen a guide or anything, so you don't know, there's always like one super strong version of an enemy. Like if there's a bunch of knights around it, there's at least one general. So be careful. Let me see now. Now for the doors, okay, you're gonna need a thief, but the doors do have a purpose. You unlock one character in this chapter, and yet there's 2 you can get out of here depending on what you do in this chapter. Opening 4 or more doors by the end of the 9th turn will allow you to get Corel. He is a level 8 swords master. Not like that would matter since Guy's actually better at this point. But if you lost Guy, or something happened to Guy, which I doubt because his speed and skill makes him pretty strong, that's up to you. You can use him as your own sword master anyway. You can get either Corel or the other character in your party, but not both. It's kind of like that chapter back in the original Fire Emblem. You could either choose the paladin, you can choose the knight guy, the paladin, or the warrior guy. I can't remember what that chapter was. But allowed you to pick 2 different characters. Like if you had a certain character die or something, you get this person or some other thing. It's a similar concept in this game. Sacrifice for another. Anyway, Corel the Swordmaster hits on almost every turn. Almost. If you leveled up Guy to be from his lowest level in the game all the way up to a 20 and changed him to a Swordmaster, Guy is a better choice because he has a lot more experience at this point, as you can see. And his critical is actually pretty high. Now with Corel, he hits almost every turn, but his low strength prevents him from doing the kind of damage you'd want from a high level character. That's one thing I like about Guy. He's better in that regard. His strength is slightly stronger than him when he's at the same level. Now for the other character, you open less than 4 doors, you get Harkin. He's a hero type character and he's pretty good. Both characters have special weapons. It's up to you whether or not you want them. Corel carries the Wodao. Or later on in the later games, or in the game after this, it's called Shamshir or a Scimitar or something like that. But in this game, it's called Wadao. Has 20 uses. It's a D level, 1 range, 5. It can mount about 8 points of damage. Hit is 75. Critical is at its highest, a 35 on its own. So if your character's used to high critical rates, this sword is for them. If you like using instant kill type techniques. The other sword you can get from Harkin is called the Brave Sword. 30 uses, but it allows you to attack consecutively depending on the skill level of your enemy and your own character. If your skill level's pretty high compared to the other character, you get to attack 4 times in a row right there. I always choose Harkin. I mean, sure, he's not as good as Raven at this point, but getting that sword is pretty good if I want to end fights fast. Harkin, he joins so late. He's a powerful character from the word go, or get-go. He's a good choice to take on magic users, as his resistance is high for a melee unit. It's higher than most of them. So, yeah. Harkin is also a good choice. So by turn 10, if you open 4 or more doors, you get Corral. If not, then you get Harkin. Something similar in the other version of the chapter, except you have to defeat a certain number of certain enemies. And if you don't meet that requirement, you get a different character. But anyway, it's the same kind of thing. The same kind of concept. You have to choose one or the other. Okay, so... Ow. Let's see now. In the chests, up to the north, there's a talisman. Something that can help your resistance against magic, I think. Oh no, it's gonna snow again. Well, I better get everyone as close or further to the stage as possible. But sometimes when it snows, it can snow for 5 turns or more. And if it gets too close to that point where you have to talk to Harkin or Corral, oh boy. Now with Corral, you can pretty much talk to Corral with the Lords. And you can unlock Corral. For Harkin, you can get Ellawood, Marcus, Lowen, and Isadora. Because Harkin's a knight from Foray. And they know him, so that'll all work. It will all work with him. Let's see. Now with Corral, he'll appear as a neutral unit when you talk to him. As for Harkin, he signed a contract with the bad guy, so you need to talk to him. You need someone to take damage. If you don't have the right kind of strategy, have Oswin lose all his weapons to Lowen or trade him off. Lure Harkin over to Oswin, have him beat him Oswin. Make sure Ellawood or Lowen or Marcus or Isadora are nearby. Then move Oswin out of the way. And then put those Forayans up there to talk to him. Now Heath is a Wyvern Lord. Now we can use swords. Heath in this form is pretty dang strong. When I maxed him at the 20, his HP was like close to the 50s, low level 60s. He is pretty good. He's a good character. I was not expecting that. Well, maybe. I did train him to use killer attacks once in a while. Okay, let's see now. Oswin's too powerful at this rate. Okay, so let's see. Excuse me for a sec. Okay, by turn 7, there should be 2 Falcon Knights in the bottom right-hand corner coming up as reinforcements. And on turn 3, a nomad, 4 nomads and 2 nomad troopers should have appeared on the far middle right area. They already appeared, we're already beating them down. They're already dead. Actually 2 on turn 3. On turn 3. 1 nomad trooper and 2 nomads. And then on turn 10, it's another 2 nomads and 1 trooper. But in the same area around those guys, Harkin appears on the same turn. So make sure you have Elliewood and the Foran units up there. Let's see, turn 8, in the upper left hand corner you will get 1 Wyvern Lord and 2 Wyvern Riders. By turn 15, another set of those 3 will appear. By turn 14, there will be 4 Cavaliers in the area where those nomad troops, where the nomads used to be. And also on that turn, you should get like 1 Paladin. Excuse me for a sec. And then 2 more Cavaliers and another Paladin on turn 19. And then that'll be all the reinforcements. Now for the chests, the one up north is Talisman, which can help your unit's resistance. Those 2 in the middle are Bolting Magic, which can be used by animal users, like mages and sages. It's a long range attack that can go from 3 squares to 10 squares with any units in that range. It's pretty strong magic. And then the chest next to it is a white gem, which can be sold for a high price of 10,000 gold. Why'd I do that? Oh no, never mind. In the very bottom of the screen, next to Merlinus' tent, when you open that one area, there's a hero's crest here. So when you get that, you can use that on another warrior or something, or sell it off. I don't care, whatever. At this point, that's all you can do. Okay, once you have units that are like level 1 again, in their upper class forms, they're actually pretty strong. And I mean overpowered. They will take out all these mook leveled like bad guys out in 1 hit or 2. Very quickly. Painlessly quick. So that's up to you. Okay, let's see now. See, I got Lowen and Elliewood right here, and Harkin should appear right next to Elliewood if I blocked his position. And then all I have to do is talk to him. Ooh, that guy's got an Axe Reaver. I can send someone with a sword there. Come on, Eve. The Eclipse magic I'm using on Canis isn't really accurate or anything, so you don't have to use it. It's up to you, though. And here he is, Harkin. But since Eliwood's so close right there and it stopped snowing in this case, just talk to him. Sole survivor of the Knights of Foray that got destroyed and decimated by the Black Fang accident with Nurgle and them. See, he's so strong, you can attack 4 times. That's Harkin for you. But yeah, his unit got destroyed by Nurgle's magic, and so he's all upset about it. I think if you bring him in the last battle, he says something like, "This is from all my friends," or something like that. There's a lot of characters you could bring into the last chapter when you take on Nurgle. They'll always say something to kick his butt. Oswin, you are too strong. So right now all I have to do is destroy all enemy units within the vicinity and make sure I get all the treasure chests open and all that. I gotta make sure reinforcements don't damage me so bad. Oh, well, concerning Sarah is when she uses healing magic now, it won't level up as much because she's past her basic point, so she gets less experience, by the way. Now her experience must come from combat. But the higher level the item, the higher the rank the item. The higher the rank the item, the better experience you get out of it. Man, it's getting hectic on this. Oh no, it's not getting hectic on screen. It's getting hectic in my room. Sorry about that. I'm trying to look for my phone charger. Surprise! Snipers! Archers! That ain't cool at all. If you open that door to the north right there where Elliewood and them are at, you risk fighting the boss and 2 Mirrodins. So don't open that door unless you're completely prepared to take on the boss right now. And you have all the items you have for whatever purpose, intent, and all. Make sure you have everything before you go. Or before you finish that last guy. I cannot find that one phone charger I have. Where can it be? Excuse me, folks. I'll be right back in a sec. Okay, well that was pointless. I can't find it. Oh well. Let's see. I rummaged for a good, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. Sorry folks. Okay, after some point of beating everyone off the screen. Oh, I'm almost done beating everyone off the screen. Kill him. Good job, Rebecca. Rebecca's a better choice than Will, actually. Don't ask me why, but she is. I guess you could say her skill rate is better, so when you use killer weapons, she'll do it fast. Oh wow, that usually never happens with Priscilla. Well, that was awesome. Very awesome. Come on, heal Rebecca, Sarah. Now I'm gonna get all my units in that one area so I can make sure I can take out the boss. Boss of the stage. Whoa! Okay, let's see now. What can I do? Good job, Canis. Now I can open this. Now I gotta take this guy out. Axe Reaver and a hand axe. That's not cool. And that guy has a killer lance. Ooh, I'm gonna need Dorcas after this, after all. Fire away, Dorcas. You're just using a bow. Very nice. Very, very nice. Gotta wake up Heath for a second here. Okay, gonna dodge that. Okay. There we go. Oh, that was overkill by the max. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Felt really bad for that guy. Since these armor guys are slow, I'm just gonna let Dorcas take out these last knights so I can get to the treasure. Leave the gold right there. See if I can damage this guy pretty badly. Well, look at that. It actually landed a hit. For once. Here's Lowen. Once you get people used to killing weapons, it's really easy to take out these chumps. Since the snow is slowing them down, I can just leave it to them. Yeah, since the snow is slowing everything, I'm just gonna leave it to Oswin and Lowen. Won't be needing that. I lost track of what the turn is right now, so if you guys wanna like put it in the comments down below, that'd be helpful. I need to keep track of my turns in this game sometimes, cause my brain gets sidetracked and everything is like Oh boy. Nice. Very good, Dorcas. Very good, Gazelle. Yeah, Dorcas's name means gazelle, according to ancient Greek mythology or something like that. Ooh. See, Lowen is a better choice than Marcus and Isadora in terms of being a paladin. Let me see something here. Isadora. Where did I get you? I think it was chapter 20. Well, chapter 21, she's a level 1 paladin. If I put her in the arena, I think she has a decent chance as a paladin. Well, I can't say the same for Marcus. His growth rate is terrible. His defense and strength and skill are fine. His HP just won't go up as fast or anything else in any other areas. Isadora, being the female paladin and the only female paladin, she's a little behind on Marcus in terms of being a level 1. But I think she's fun to use. Now if she was a cavalier before I left, and then she's a paladin now, okay, that's fine. But I can't say so much, so yeah. Is there anyone else on here? Nope. I think after this point I'm just letting loose in terms of, you know, conversation. Since I got Harkin, let's see who I can support. Oh crap. Some reinforcements are coming up on my tail here. Okay, Harkin can support Eliwood, Isadora, Lone, Marcus, and Vida. He can support the Foray people, the people from Foray, and yet with Vida he has support. Makes sense, I guess. I have no clue what turn this is. Because after a certain point, it stops snowing for like 10 turns. So I have no idea what turn this is. I'm gonna assume it's 19 or 15, I guess. Because those losers just came out of nowhere just now. Time to get a hero's crest. Yes. I'll send it to Merlinus. Turn 17. In a few more turns, there will be a bunch of cavaliers and paladins right where Eliwood and them are at. Where Eliwood, Lowen, Harkin, Oswin, and Heath are at. Nothing but level up fodder now. Oh crap. Why did I open the door? I'll chop you all up into tiny little pieces. If you're wondering what class he is, Jerma here, he's an assassin class. He's a level 13 assassin. HP of 46 and uses a light brand. Honestly, he has two abilities. His critical rate damage is pretty high. It is pretty high if it's a good enough critical. And if he has an ability called lethality where he can completely annihilate one unit. However, if his strength isn't strong enough, so if I put him up against Oswin, he won't break the defense of Oswin. Even if he did a lethality. I've seen that happen before. Now, if you hack the game, yeah, you can kill anyone, but hey, I don't like that. That's boring. Let me see here. It's turn 18, and I'm trying to kill the boss here. Oh, that's smart, Kane. That's very smart. Strike him from a distance with your strongest weapons, or just send Oswin up ahead. Use a killer weapon, have him smack him down. Oswin will make this a joke. Oh god. Wow, 66 damage points. This guy was pretty weak in terms of 20 HP points. And Oswin levels up. And I get his weapon. Now, if you people are wondering what an assassin class is, well, now that you saw one, I'll tell you what. Jafar is the first assassin class you ever see in the game. Jeremy is the first assassin boss you have to fight in the game. But seeing as Oswin made that guy a joke, there was no point. But anyway, I'll tell you what happens with a thief. Now your thief units are the only ones that can turn into an assassin. Guess what? They're all spies in disguise, so being a thief has actually got a perk. Now, the thief is the only unit in the whole game who can steal items while the assassin can't. So it's best to have at least one thief, like Legault or Matthew, depending how far you level them up. If you want an assassin, you're gonna have to find an item called the Fell Contract, which you'll find in 2 chapters if you choose to get a secret chapter. Assassins, like I said, have pretty high critical rates like sword masters, but they also have a secondary ability which lets them use an ability called lethality in later Fire Emblem games. Lethality instant kills everyone. Instantly kills. So if you're not careful, you can end up getting killed. Now if an assassin fights a high defense unit, defense is pretty maxed out, they won't be able to damage him even with the lethality capability. But there are some cases where they can break through the defense, so anyway, we find the Fire Emblem now. Let us go. Now we must stop the assassination in the next chapter. There's an assassination? Oh yeah, that's right. Nino and Jafar. Jafar! You sick. Ugh. This woman makes me sick. So sick, she has golden eyes like those morphs. She's not Nino's mother. That's for sure. But we'll get to pay Sonia here back later on. She becomes a boss. And we'll be able to pay her back within a few, few chapters or so. So, great. I'll see you guys in chapter 26 in the next part. Good night.